Mr. Sadler, can we get our midterms back right after we're done the warm-up? And I said yes. Okay, so Aaron's going to take his books out and fiercely write this out, and then we're going to get our midterms back. Okay, now overall they went pretty well, I think. So see how they go here after this graph. Now, if you weren't here on Friday, or you were writing a midterm on Friday, and there's a few of you that were, right? This is a good time to make sure you pay attention right now, and we'll get this down. Okay, this is a very important skill to learn that we're doing here to get sort of comfortable with graphs. So the question says here, warm up. You know what I just thought I forgot this more? Remember that one day we talked about all that mental math?
Yeah.
And then nothing's happened since? I gotta get back into that tomorrow, okay? All right. The question says graph y equals 2x minus 3. Okay. So what we're going to do here, this is called a table of values. So we're going to make a nice big table. -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. I'm going to do this actually over two boards here. With you guys on your paper, what we should do is have a little tiny column on the left with your x's, and a little tiny column on your right with your point on the right. Okay? You get, Quinn, get out, please. Quinn, take it out. Okay, so we'll start off here. I'm going to start with my best friend in the class, Dylan. What are you eating? Okay, Dylan, I'll start with you. Okay, so what do we do for the first entry here? What do we do with the -3? Y equals?
Y equals 2.
Yeah.
Bracket.
Yeah.
-3. Bracket 3.
Okay, good. So what happens is here, you'll notice I wrote it in red here. Every time there's an x in my original equation, we're just going to sub it in whatever the answer is here. Okay? So then here, so Liam, I'm going to pick on you. Liam, what's 2 times -3, please? -6, good. And Kevin, what's -6 minus 3, please? -9, good. Okay, so what we're going to do here, Jaden, here then, is for your point on the end, you're just going to pick the x, which we're given in the column, and then the y right here. So the x comes to the very far side on the left, right? And then the y is going to come from whatever number we just calculated. Okay, so the y comes from there. Okay. Sort of good? Just starting to go back? Sort of good? Yeah. No, so what I'm going to say, yes, it will. So in today's lesson it could, okay, right? And it depends, but generally if I don't tell you what to write for the points, you're just going to use -3 and 3, because generally 0 is where the action happens on the graph, if you can believe it. 0 is always the most exciting point, so we want to get points that are close to 0. But if I want different numbers, I'll let you know. Okay? Trent, I'd like to be brave, please, and tell me what to write for this statement right here, please. Go ahead, y equals.
Y equals 2.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, especially for the people that were writing their midterms on Friday and aren't sure, okay? So all we're doing for this is, again, you start with 2x, right, Jaden? There's -3, so sub -3, then -2, so sub -2. Okay? Good? All right, we're coming up to the front here. Aaron, can you do the next one down? Y equals?
-4.
-4. Okay, you're going up there. That's fine. -4 minus 3. Should both be -7. Okay, so that should be -2. -7. Okay. All right, Emma, can you do this whole line? You can go fast for me. Go ahead. Y equals 2.
Y equals 2 bracket -1 bracket -3 equals -2 subtract 3 equals -5.
Very good. Now I'm going through quickly after the first one because the pattern always follows the same, right? So the thing about this algebra, right, is the first step is a tricky one. Okay? Once you get the first step down, right, you just got to keep yourself organized going the rest of the way down the page. All right? Caleb, be brave. Do the next one, please.
2 bracket 0
Yeah.
plus minus 3
Yeah.
equals minus 2.
And again, maybe you guys won't quite be as fast as this your first time through, but again, this is what I do for a living. I go to bed at night, I say to my wife, let's do a table of values. Okay, and you know, we get out our pens and pencils and we do those table of values, right? No, I'm just kidding, but you know what I mean? So this is the stuff that I'm very fast at, right? So if you're not quite that fast, that's okay, but again, it's just practice here, okay? All right, Adam, can you do the next one, please? Y equals. Yeah.
Bracket minus 3 equals 2 minus 3 equals 4.
Very good. And my point is going to be 1 times the negative 1. Okay? So again, it's just following the pattern, that's all this is, right? We're just following the same pattern all the way down. All right, Emily, you weren't here on Friday either, but I'm confident you can do this. Give me the next one, please. Y equals.
Y equals 2.
Yeah? Okay. Equals.
4 minus 3.
Yeah. Which equals?
1.
And that point should be 2, comma 1. Okay, is this sort of okay for most people here? Again, once you get the first one down again, it's just a pattern, right? We're just repeating the pattern, right? And Quinn, to finish off, please, can you do the one for 3, please?
2 minus 2 minus 3 is 6.
Yeah.
Minus 3 is 3.
Okay. And then my point's going to be 3 comma 3. Okay, now I'm not necessarily going to pick on Caitlin here, but I can if I want to. Why did I, it doesn't have to be down, it can be anybody here. Why did I make this thing right here? Like this you don't really need, but I like to do it to keep it organized. Dalen, why did I write that? Yeah, these are what we're going to graph here right now. So I can't remember who asked me. I think it was Kevin. I think it was Kevin. I don't know if it was or not. But he did this. He goes, "Do you want us to graph this now, Mr. Sadler?" Well, he asked for 2 reasons. Number 1 says graph. Number 2, though, we lined up our points perfectly right here, so you just put them on the page right here and graph it. Does anyone need to borrow graph paper today? Yes, 1, Sophie, that's it? Thank you, Mrs. Moore, you're wonderful. You give her maybe 2 sheets so that tomorrow she won't need one. If not, I think it's underneath those deck of cards. I think is where they all are. Okay? Okay, so where are we going here? Whoa, what happened there? I do it every day. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I have to click on this screen because I'm highlighted on the screen. Every day. I had a bad morning here. I'm just kidding. I'm having a good time. Okay, so let's go through here. So I'm going to start picking on people at random here. What's the first thing I need to do, please? Ben, when I make this graph, what's the very first thing I need?
Your X and Y.
X and Y, very good. So I'm going to use my nice ruler here. And I add into that, say use my ruler and do my X and my Y.
There are some rulers on the desk there.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Moore. Uh-oh. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, so we're going to do X and Y. As Mrs. Moore says, what should say, Y to the sky and X to
Y
the...
to the sky and X to the side.
X to the side, okay.
Or as Mr. Macy says, you gotta go in the door before you can go up the stairs or down the stairs.
That's too deep for me. That's way too deep for me.
What? In the door, the light connects to the wall.
Ah, okay. That's good too. Okay. Aiden, what do we need to do next, please?
Like your negative and positive.
Negative and positive sounds good. Where's the positive go?
It's like it goes arm for Y.
Yeah. What I was hoping for, I'd say something like this, okay? Because this reminds you, the reason that's positive, because that means all of these guys are positive, and all of these guys are positive, right? And then all of these guys are negative, and all of these guys are negative. So I gotta go through here, so 0, 1, 2, 3, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, It's a big graph. All right, Sophie. So I'm going too quick, I'll take a deep breath. So I'm enthusiastic about graphs. Now again, if you get into good habits, and this is what you're going to do if you're here, if you get into good habits early, you can get a lot of easy marks on these graphs, right? If your graphs look sharp, continue to look sharp like they are right now, again, your good head teacher will love you. I don't know how Mr. Williams is feeling about graphs yet, or if he's done them yet, but
No, not
he
yet.
hasn't done them yet, but when he gets to them, he'll love it if you guys get there next year, right? And graphs look good. Okay. Again, as will EQAO and Q as well. All right, Sophie, I hate to pick on you, but it's time. There's something, before I do my points, there's one other thing we forgot to put on here. Do you see it? Did you notice what else we forgot to put on here? If not, I'll pick on somebody else. Sophie, Aaron, go ahead.
The arrows?
Yeah, you gotta put arrows. Why do we put arrows on again? The graph can go forever, right? So we're just taking a snapshot in the middle, okay? So, and again, this is something that drives me nuts. If you ever want to see Mr. Sadler get angry, give me a graph with no arrows on, okay? Because we've seen over the years, and this is more a lot of rough looking graphs, right? And so I see this, and ugh, don't do that, it doesn't look good, okay? All right, now I'm just going to plot the points and connect the dots, and I'll do that, okay? So I'm going to start off here with -3, -9. As a reminder here, for those, especially for those who have been here the last few days, -3, -9 means you're going to go it goes x, y. So you're going to go over to -3 and then down to -9, which is going to be here, I think. Okay. I think that's it. So I hit the point, Kevin? I think I hit that one. -2, -7 should be right about here. -1, -5 should be right about here. 0, -3 should be right about here. 1, -1 should be right about there. 2, 1 should be right about there. 3, 3 should be right about there. All right. Madison, I'm going to give you a second to write that down yourself, then I'm going to pick on you. Okay? Madison, looking at that graph, how can you tell that I've done that correctly? It's a straight line. Okay, so the reason I'm bringing that up, because sometime in your life, you're going to, and Mrs. Moore knows this, right? You're going to get a graph that looks like this. Okay, and if you do, please check that point. Okay, all it means is probably your plus or your minus screwed up somewhere along the way. Yes?
Aren't you gonna put your letters on the box?
No. You can do that if you want to, like if you want to call this like ABC, but the thing is like there's no A, B, C, D, E, F, G here, but I could if you wanted to. Okay? Now, Trent, there's about 3 or 4 more things I have to do before I hand this in. Can you give me one thing, please? Oh, did you laugh? Aaron, did you just giggle? Okay, I give you permission to snack and no, I'm just joking. Don't do that. Don't do that. What's something I have to do before I hand this in? Just a few more things, okay? You can pass if you need to.
Name it.
Name it? Very good. What's a good title for this one? What's a good title for this one? There's a few of them. You can call it warm up. You can call it April the 9th. I'm going to call it y equals 2x plus or minus 3. Okay? That's good. Title's a good one. Jaden, you weren't here on Friday, but I'm going to let you try and guess this one. What else can we do here before I hand this one? Any ideas? No? Pass? Pass is okay. And what else do I do? Date? No? Well, you can. Go ahead. Just put a line to it, definitely, okay? If I wanted to, I know that was so easy, you guys just couldn't even think of it, okay? Again, if you do use your ruler, and look at this, my graph is so good, it went through every single dot perfectly, okay, which is rare for me, okay? So I'm gonna make this red as well. Now, there's about 2 more things, or one last thing, to make that red. And I'm not gonna pick on people, because people are passing here this morning. Anyone know the last thing I have to do before I hand this in? There's one last thing. Now we got our name, we got our line, there's one last thing I gotta do. Anyone know? Right? Underline the title would be nice to see too. The only thing I'm gonna put on here, I'm gonna put arrows on the end of this line. I'll put arrows on the end of the line, right? Because right, the graph's never ending, right? So I'm just gonna put a little arrow just to see. Because I could have said graph from here, like Sophie goes is always 3 to -3. I could have said from 100 to -100, right? And that line will keep on going. All right. More than this, anything?
No.
Okay.
Probably just that reminder about your spacing. All of your numbers on your x-axis need to be spaced out the same distance between them, or you're gonna get, your points aren't gonna end up
Yeah,
being in a straight line.
thank you, Mr. Moore. Yeah, so like if 1 is this big, then 2 has to be this big, and 3 has to be this big. And if you make this 1, and then this 2, and then this 3, the graph's gonna be all curved, which is not supposed to be, okay? All right, I'm gonna pause the video, Mrs. Moore, put you to work again today, please. Do you mind handing out those, midterms for me, please?
All right.
This is a busy day for you, Mr. Moore, sorry, okay?
Alright, I'm betting 7 ends up.
You're not gonna fail.